Audio 7.1 1. Kazimierz.
I do have a car, but I only really use it to go to the supermarket or to visit friends who live out of town. I use public transport whenever possible. There's so much traffic on the road already, and I don't want to add to that. The bus is the most convenient form of transport for me, as there's a bus stop very close to my apartment. Bus fares are expensive, but I have a bus pass, which makes it cheaper. I buy a pass once a month, and then I can use the bus as many times as I want. Buses are greener now than in the past. They are quieter, they use less fuel, and create less pollution.
2. Elise.
I work mostly from home, but once or twice a week I have to travel to another city for work. It's about an hour from where I live. I have a choice between taking the bus or the train. The bus is much cheaper than the train, but the journey is much slower as there are often bad traffic jams on the motorway. So I take the train. The trains are reliable. They usually leave on time and they're quite comfortable. It's expensive, but the train fares are much cheaper if you book in advance. I find travelling by train quite enjoyable, except when it's really crowded and you can't sit down.
3. Aldo.
I live in a big city, and as in many big cities, there's a lot of traffic. Travelling by car is very slow, and it's really hard to find parking spaces in the city centre. Public transport is good, but it gets very crowded, and you often can't get a seat. It's also very expensive. That's why I go everywhere by bike. Luckily, I live in a city which is very good for cycling. For example, the main roads have special cycle lanes. To be honest though, I usually avoid the main roads and cycle in the quieter streets, because they are safer and there is less pollution.